bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Yeah. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Ay. Yeah, ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't getting too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Yeah. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
Meaning credentials.
best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, spacer out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot,
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A plus the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all simul. And you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all
Crown.
crown. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, spacer out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all peak flow.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Set up. 18 Gator. You're out.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Smooth. Ready, ready.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
60 outlaw.
He runs.
Fan.
Fournette running out of the gun. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the ready.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
You don't want none. Check 9. 22 jet bomber. Look at me. Door. Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Go.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
50, plant. Blue draw corker. Hey, Haywood.
Baby, that's baby shot.
Mike Knight, hey. You got to seal. We got to seal. Hey, tight. Hit it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun give to Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5'5". I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
He's going to wind up and air it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Shaheen, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Mike 36. Time to go. Night. Watch 38.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rosen will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now, this may be a free play here for Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Back for the offense. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, me and you, all day.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen.
I'm coming after you.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Rock it. It's going to be a long day. Go. Safety creep. Safe. SOS. Squeeze. Go.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Hey, Sam on. Be driven.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, so much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, exit. We got this. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Cut, cut, cut. Check.
Here's 2nd and 8.
52 to Mike.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
What screen?
Mike 9. Mike 9. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey!
The Mike. 9 to Mike. All day, punk.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
18, Gator. Takes 3. 218, chopper.
Fournette, a first down carry. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That's it, baby.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
64, weak.
Yo.
Mike 52.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Gone.
Double up. He's coming.
Hard.
Check nickel.
Hey, seam 6. Fire.
2nd and 9 now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, we got a seal.
I'm coming after you.
Check. Lucky.
Peek
You're out.
Big edge.
Get it.
Check.
They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time.
Hey, alert 3. Check 52.
He's checking.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Echo.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the
Road team spill.
Deuce. Deuce. Wide. Get wide.
Check 30. Hey, lock it. 37. Ready.
Now back to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Come on, set. 90. Whoa. Right here.
I got you.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Mike, got two.
Bravo. Look at me. Zipper.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 50.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Watch the run.
Mike, 36.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Adam Shaheen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ready. 18 Gator. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey. High 7. Rock it.
Out. Check.
Look. Squeeze.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Here we go. Here I come.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
80. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want?
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Bandit. Bandit.
Third and long here for Rosen. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now Rosen on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on second and 10. Flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll drop to throw.
Don't get nervous.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's Rosen to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 6 yards away. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Play action here with Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Check 43. Hey, quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter.
3rd and goal. Rosen.
Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
We play to win. Let's go.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I'm coming for you, son.
Yo, go.
Watch the edge.
Gone. Hard. Check.
Back to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the shift.
Fournette. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Nine's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Bring it. Watch.
You're out.
No. Off.
Big river.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Bam.
36.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Interception all day.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Rosen. Flush to his right. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he down Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looks pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Fournette. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Rosen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
Analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Rosen will throw. Got a man. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Hug.
Slam, slam, slam. Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Hey, alert. Better be afraid of me. Buzz. Be afraid of me.
On third down, Rosen. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Middle. Monday. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Ball.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Let's go, defense.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen.
Undercrush.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Set. 180.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check 13. Check 13. He's coming. We got double up.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Baby.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Motion.
Hey, check Mike 45.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 35 on second down, Rosen. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A big offensive explosion.